In fact, I've done it! See? 'Tis a blaze hammer! All that's left is to get this to the forge outside the cave. I hope you're ready, Arisen, as there's not a moment to spare. Follow me, and quickly!
Make haste for the cave exit.
You have my admiration. I doubt even my own master has obtained an article so rare.
Just... Wait.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
It is a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
We must each of us own our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
Good. The hammer's lost near half its heat. We're doing already halfway there. The heat's dwindling fast. We've got to get it outside, quick!
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss.
Make head. Run! Hurry! We're nearly there now.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
Concern, it seems we weren't quick enough. But I shan't give in so soon. Come on, back into the cave. I am not giving up. We'll make it out before the hammer cools this time. You'll We'll soon see. Right, all's ready.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden.
This obstacle shan't get the better of us. There must be a way to remove it.
Just say the word, and I'll bring yon pillar crashing to the ground. I expect you'll be wanting my assistance.
Golden. Oh.
Very well. I shall return.
Tisn't looking good. The hammer's... We've made it out at last. Good on you for keeping up. Right, now to do what I came here for, then it's back to the smithy for the finishing touches.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurer's trade.
You haven't forgotten us, have you, Master? Then I shall remain by your side. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
A rare material. What a pretty bit of fortune.
We ought to be wary of misplacing it.
Unbelievable.
Saurians there!
Fire won't do much good here. Best try a different path.
I grant you roaring flame.
Might there be aught over there?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there. At once, Master. Let my magics grant you a mental boon. Fire must be put out ere our comrade burns.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
We've ample wild flowers for crafting a poultice. Let us see them to Sir Gaustafer, that they might ease his suffering.
Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Hold a moment. Haven't we already found what's being asked of us here?
overwhelmed. Must admit that it feels wonderful to find truth.
We've ample. Wildflowers for crafting a poultice. Let us see them to Sir Gaustafer, that they might ease his suffering.
Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night. I can scarce keep my eyes open.
Come to think of it, we've already found what's needed here. It should be in one of our packs.
Some of our foes are proficient at ranged attacks. They will prove most troublesome if not dealt with swiftly.
Very well, if I must. What most
And we might not have to do this twice.
grant you fire's blade. Use it well. Magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Just how cold that will happen.
Stepping stones need not speak.
Risen! Hold!
Don't be discouraged. We'll get it right. My sword strikes true.
Not far to go now. Keep your focus. Twas a trial indeed, but one we surpassed with skill.
Considering the might of our combined experience, what other outcome could there have been?
I suppose we cannot expect sunshine to follow us wherever we journey.
Twill be worth it in the end, if we return with a pack.
Hang in there, Master! I'm coming to assist!
We've ample wild flowers for crafting a poultice. Let us see them to Sir Gaustifer, that they might ease his suffering.
Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
After you, Arisen.
Well, this simplifies things. Our task is nearly done.
I only hope the recipient is pleased with our work.
I suppose 'tis so.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful, should we encounter another speaker.
Right, just follow me.
Do try to keep me in your sights, Master. I shan't lead you astray.
Right, I see. That's a relief.
What is it now? Unless you brought me some wildflowers, I'd prefer to be left alone. Well, that was most kind of you. My thanks for the trouble. Right, here goes naught. A relief at last. I was beginning to fear that I'd be stuck here for the rest of my days. I've a mind to thank you, sir. Would you look in on me at my home? I live nearby. There aren't too many houses out here, so you'll find it soon enough, I expect.
Isn't much of an... venture if all we do is make camp.
Time spent camping isn't necessarily...
Sir Gaustifer spoke of a reward for our efforts. Should we call upon him at his home?
Very well.
I'll guide you there directly.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Here we go again.
We must. Let us finish this quickly.
No quarrel here.
Well done.
Bye, mate.
My thanks.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Here, if you please.
My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten Riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? It is really coming down.
I count myself fortunate to be washed off the filth of the road.
Could you come over here? Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
I? Beg pardon, sir, but...
Forgive me, dear. I forgot to tell you. I asked this good sir to look in on me.
Oh, not this again. How many times have I begged you not to bring strangers into our home?
I know, dear, but this one's a kindly sort. Brought me the wildflowers I needed to make it home when I threw out my back.
'Tis always one reason or another, isn't it? And has it e'er ended well for us? Not once. Mark my words, no one wanders this far out unless they are running from something.
This one's different, I promise you. You've heard tell of the Arisen, have you not? The hero who travels far and wide to track and fell the dragon.
Oh? So this stranger claims to be the Arisen? Believe what you will, but expect no hospitality from me. You may tend to our guest yourself.
You will have to forgive my wife. She has her reasons for being mistrusting, but you deserved a warmer welcome than that. Now let me fetch your reward. Wait here a moment.
I shall take this.
Oh! Fie! My back! I've done it in again.
Gout stuffer, when will you learn to be more gentle with yourself?
Oh, hold your tongue. All the gentleness in the world won't stop the hurt from coming on when 'twill. It's only gotten worse of late. There's naught for it but to make for the curative spring.
In your state, you'll ne'er reach it. And that's to say nothing of the monsters that haunt the roads out there. They'll be on you in a moment if they see you limping along on your own.
Oh, don't even think on it, my dear. I'd not ask that of you, knowing how crowded places of that ilk make you feel.
But what are we to do? I fear for you, my love.
Fear not. You'll have your reward. I just need to sit still a moment. You'd be willing to accompany me all that way? You see, my dear, what did I tell you? The Arisen's a goodly sort. I've an eye for people.
Oh, don't be a fool, Gaustaffer. You have barely spoken to this person. What if you are being deceived? Did you think of that?
Come. Surely there are far more clever lies to tell if one's intent is to swindle. I'm not sure I can afford to refuse aid so freely given, my dear.
So be it then. 'Tis plain your mind's made up.
We'd best be along. My back isn't like to fix itself.
Pray see my husband safely to the encampment. I shall await your return.
At once, Master.
This curative spring sounds as if 'twould do wonders for an aching back. Let us see the good dwarf there post-haste. Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Saurians! There!
Fire won't do much good here. Best try a different path.
That's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
Unbelievable.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. As a matter of fact, have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen?
Right, just follow me. Follow me, Arisen.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
Tis a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none. if you please.
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden.
Could you come over here?
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Follow me.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Or so I've learned.
Come to think of it,
Different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Now there's a thought. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early clipping gets the worm, as they say.
By magic, use your weapon with the fury of the elements. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a minute.
Show 'em your metal!
Materials, eh? I shan't deny, they have their uses.
Don't think I'll stand for this.
was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
You've my thanks for this. Keep an eye out for monsters now.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Now here's aught of interest. A ballista.
Oh, I can think of all manner of uses for a contraption such as this. Might we not lay a trap for our enemies?
Rest all my equipment. Follow the shouts.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you come to enjoy the waters of the curative spring yourself? The injury I sustained in Her Majesty's defense is healing steadily. Yet 'twill be some time before I am ready to leave. Though I am grateful for this opportunity to convalesce, I grow restless, as there is a matter I wish to investigate post-haste. Perhaps you would look into it on my behalf? I wish to know the identity of the villain who orchestrated the attempt on the Empress's life. The rogue you captured has been questioned at length, but last I heard has yet to reveal this information. Methinks you might fare better at breaking his silence. So, the brigand claims to have been employed by the coral snakes. Interesting. Whoever is truly behind this has covered their tracks well. But if Her Majesty is to be protected, we must flush the betrayer out at all costs. Might I beg a moment of your time, Sir Arisen? What I'm about to reveal is known only to a select few in all Batar. I trust you will be prudent. During his interrogation, the brigand let slip that another assassin would be sent to kill the Empress. In the name of caution, Her Majesty has taken up residence in a location known only to me. There she will remain till the danger has passed. With Her Majesty safe, and the knowledge of the coral snake's involvement under our belt, 'tis time for us to make our move. Yes, Sir Arisen. I mean to draw the villain who set this scheme in motion out of the shadows in which they lurk. My plan is thus. You will inform the coral snakes of the Empress's location. A false one, of course. Tell them that you have her in your custody. And that if they wish to confirm her identity, they must come to the empty abode south along Flamebearer Palace Road. 'Tis my hope that this will lure the mastermind to the fore. For you.
Shall we seek some answers?
Here, if you please. Good. We're here.
Huh.
That's like to make me sick, it is. Still, there's not a swig of Newtlick I can't fix, I always say. Bollocks, I'm all out.
Boy there, come at a fine time, you have. Care for a rotten egg? 'Twas soft boiled right here in the hot spring. 'Tis mostly sound, won't kill you or naught. You're a bold one. Here you are.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Wearing armor.
Time for a few sips.
At last, I've ne'er seen a more welcome sight. This spring here has been visited since times of eld for its curative properties. I only hope 'twill be able to ease the ache in my back. I'll go have my soak now, if 'tis all the same to you. Can't have Cleona fretting over how long I've been gone. Ooh, it twinges a bit.
'Twould seem I owe you a debt of gratitude and an apology. True to your word, you have seen my husband safely to the spring. I was so afeard for his well-being, I couldn't bring myself to sit at home, waiting, wondering. So I followed you at a distance, though now I see I needn't have. My husband and I are met with persecution everywhere we turn, you see. More than one village we thought to call home has driven us away. That is why we live in so far-flung a place. Gaustaffer can bear the judgment well enough, but I cannot. You, at least, have proven deserving of our trust. My husband was right about you. You are a kind soul, indeed. I shall not soon forget this good turn you've done my husband and I. You are welcome to visit us again, if your travels should happen to take you as far as our abode. I would fain lend you my skills as magic archer maester, and I'm certain my husband would be only too glad to take up his blacksmith's hammer for your sake.
Earned a favour from the magic archer maester without even meaning to?
Short though our acquaintance may be, your kindness and sincerity have earned my respect. And so, to aid you in your duty, I would grant you this technique, my most guarded secret as maester of my art.
Greetings. Its healing waters draw upon the volcano's natural heat. Take a dip, and your fatigue shall melt away in moments.
Always a pleasure.
Men of his type tend to prove more amenable when presented with a gift to their liking.
Neat liquor appears to be his poison of choice. I've heard it can be found in Batal. Shall we acquire some? Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Fancy a look at my wares?
The waters of the hot spring have left us fighting fit. Now we can resume our journey with renewed vigor.
No quarrel here.
Time for a few sips. All out. Time for a few sips.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
'Twould
'Twould be a wasted effort to journey to our destination, as we lack aught that was requested of us.
Time for a few sips. Puh! That's like to make me sick, it is. Still, there's not a swig of newt liquor can't fix, I always say. Boy there, come at a fine time, you have. Care for a rotten egg? 'Twas soft boiled right here in the hot spring. Yeah, bold? Puh! Still, there's not a... Boy there, come at... Care for a rotten egg? 'Twas soft boiled right here in the hot spring. 'Tis mostly sand, won't kill you or naught. Yeah,
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Time for a few sips. Oh, bollocks. I'm all out.